On a chilly autumn evening, as you sit by a warm fireplace with the wind carrying the scent of dry fallen leaves, this report delves into a story that has captivated and unsettled the world for more than 70 years: the existence of mysterious objects in the night sky, once known as unidentified flying objects and now officially termed unidentified anomalous phenomena. Humanity has gazed at the starry heavens since ancient times. The ancient Egyptians aligned their pyramids with celestial bodies, the Maya civilization built observatories to track the stars, and Stonehenge in Britain consists of massive stones erected to observe the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. They interpreted lights descending from the sky as divine revelations or omens of fate, etching mysterious drawings on cave walls and stones. Even today, the pyramids in Egypt's Giza Plateau point in directions perfectly aligned with the sun, and the Chichen Itza pyramid in the Maya civilization creates a shadow illusion during the spring and autumn equinoxes that resembles a serpent descending. Our ancestors were profoundly fascinated by the night sky. As time passed, Galileo invented the telescope, the Wright brothers achieved powered flight, and humanity ventured into space. Yet the more we learned about the cosmos, the stranger the skies appeared. Objects began appearing that moved faster than any human aircraft, changed direction at right angles, and crossed the heavens silently. These were neither shooting stars, nor fighter jets, nor balloons. What exactly are they? Where do they come from? Why do they appear on Earth? These questions have infiltrated films, dramas, and novels, tormenting countless scientists. Discussions of unidentified anomalous phenomena always place us at a crossroads. One path leads to cold, hard scientific evidence such as radar images and photographs, while the other consists of thousands of eyewitness testimonies. Those accounts quicken the heart, remind us how small we are in the universe, and simultaneously offer hope that we may not be alone. The modern era of unidentified anomalous phenomena truly began during the Second World War. Pilots from both the Allied and Axis forces reported seeing glowing spheres known as Foo Fighters following their aircraft. They suspected these were secret enemy weapons, but the phenomena persisted long after the war ended. Then came one of the most pivotal days in American history, June 24, 1947. Kenneth Arnold, a civilian pilot operating a firefighting aviation company in the northwestern United States, took off from Chehalis in Washington state in his small single-engine Corsair aircraft on a routine flight to Yakima. The weather was perfect, with clear blue skies and unlimited visibility. Flying at approximately 2,800 meters over the Cascade Mountains, he admired the snow-capped peaks of Mount Rainier. News had spread that a United States Marine Corps C-46 transport plane had crashed near Mount Rainier, with a $5,000 reward offered for its discovery. Arnold decided to detour and search the area. After finding nothing and nearing 3 o'clock in the afternoon, he returned to his original route. That was the moment everything changed. A blinding flash of light erupted from his left, startling Arnold into thinking he was about to collide with another aircraft. His radar showed only a DC-4 20 kilometers away. 30 seconds later, another series of flashes occurred. When he turned, he saw 9 metallic objects flying in perfect formation. They were semicircular or crescent-shaped, gleaming like mirrors in the sunlight. Arnold later described to reporters that they flew as if skipping like saucers across water, giving birth to the term flying saucer, which in English became the iconic phrase for these discs. Using his watch and mountain peaks to calculate speed, he determined they exceeded 1,900 kilometers per hour. The fastest fighter jet at the time, the P-80 Shooting Star, reached only about 600 kilometers per hour, less than one-third as fast. They produced no sound, no smoke, and had no wings or tails as they maneuvered freely between the peaks. Arnold landed in Yakima with trembling hands and told colleagues, and the news spread rapidly. The next day, reports of sightings flooded in from across the United States and worldwide. In 1947 alone, more than 700 disc sightings were reported in the United States, including records from Uzbekistan of dozens of glowing discs appearing at 9 o'clock in the evening. Famous incidents continued unabated. On April 6, 1966, in Westall near Melbourne, Australia, more than 200 students and teachers during morning physical education class clearly witnessed a massive silver-grey oval object hovering over a grassy field beside their school. It moved slowly before vanishing suddenly, only to reappear later pursued by 5 Australian Air Force jets. Science teacher Andrew Greenwood described it as a silver disk emitting green light, and witnesses still gather annually to commemorate the event. To calm public confusion, the United States Air Force established its first official investigation unit, Project Sign, on December 31, 1947. Astronomer J. Allen Hynek participated and was initially highly skeptical. After analyzing 237 cases, he concluded 32% were astronomical phenomena, 35% balloons or birds, but 20% remained utterly inexplicable. The project ended in 1949 and was replaced by the more dismissive Project Grusch, yet reports persisted. Project Blue Book, launched in 1952, investigated over 12,000 cases during its 17-year run. The official conclusion labeled most as misidentifications, but more than 700 remained unresolved. Hynek, once cynical, later developed the Close Encounters classification system, laying the foundation for unidentified anomalous phenomena research. Some events profoundly altered lives. On the night of September 19, 1961, Betty and Barney Hill, a couple from New Hampshire returning from Niagara Falls, spotted a strange light in the sky around 1 o'clock in the morning. It grew closer, revealing a massive pancake-shaped object. They stopped the car and observed through binoculars. Barney stepped out and saw gray-skinned beings with large black eyes through windows. Suddenly, 2 hours of memory vanished. Upon arriving home, their watches had stopped, clothes were torn, and Betty's dress zipper bore unknown powder not found on Earth. Plagued by nightmares and insomnia, they underwent hypnosis in Boston. Under hypnosis, they recalled abduction aboard a craft for medical examinations. Betty drew a 3-dimensional star map shown by the beings, which in 2015 astronomer David Tholen analyzed and found nearly matched the Zeta Reticuli star cluster, data unavailable in 1961. In 1975, on November 5, Arizona forest worker Travis Walton was returning from work with 6 colleagues when they spotted a golden disk. Approaching curiously, he was struck by a blue beam and collapsed. Terrified colleagues fled in their truck. Walton vanished for 5 days before reappearing, testifying to small grey beings and tall blonde figures aboard the craft. Trees at the site grew 85 times faster afterward, according to scientific records. All 6 colleagues passed lie detector tests. In 1989 in Manhattan, New York, Linda Napolitano was pulled from her 12th-floor apartment window at 3 o'clock in the morning into a blue light. 23 witnesses observed this, including security personnel for the United Nations Secretary-General. From 2023 to 2025, the United States Congress held multiple public hearings. Former intelligence officer David Grusch testified that the government had recovered crashed vehicles of non-human origin and biological entities for decades, operating secret reverse engineering programs. The Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office receives hundreds of new reports annually, acknowledging some exhibit flight characteristics defying physics. In 2025, former high-ranking Defense Department official Luis Elizondo and Navy admirals testified, urging that the truth could no longer be hidden from the public. Developments accelerated in 2025. The National UFO Reporting Center recorded more than 2,000 sightings in the first half of the year alone, with New York State reporting 66 incidents including glowing orbs and shape-shifting lights. Congress held additional hearings in September, where lawmakers accused the Pentagon of lacking transparency and denying access to videos and files. Witnesses included military veterans describing orbs surviving missile strikes and hovering over bases. A new documentary titled The Age of Disclosure featured 34 military and intelligence veterans alleging an 80-year cover-up of non-human intelligence. The All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office released annual reports confirming hundreds of unresolved cases but finding no evidence of extraterrestrial technology, while emphasizing improved reporting systems and international cooperation. Critics, however, pointed to withheld information and whistleblower reprisals. Meanwhile, the James Webb Space Telescope confirmed thousands of Earth-like exoplanets with water, oxygen, and temperate climates. In 2025, it directly imaged its first exoplanet, a Saturn-mass world named TWA-7b around a young star, and detected carbon dioxide and other molecules in distant atmospheres, bolstering estimates that life-supporting worlds are common. The night sky remains vast and profound, twinkling with trillions of stars, many orbited by planets now known to possess conditions suitable for life. Perhaps we are already being visited. If one day you look up and spot an unusual light, would fear grip you, or would excitement overwhelm your heart? No answer exists yet. One thing, however, is certain. The story of the universe has only just begun, and we are living through its most fascinating chapter.